Have you ever walked into a doctor's office and wondered what they are really thinking as you describe your symptoms? Most of us assume doctors are completely neutral, simply listening, analyzing, and recommending. But the reality is more complicated. Doctors are people too, and like all people, they carry unspoken beliefs and assumptions. When it comes to older patients, these assumptions can shape the kind of care you receive in ways you might never notice until it affects your health. Now, before we dive in, let me be clear. Not every doctor thinks this way, and not every medical encounter is shaped by bias. Many physicians truly want the best for you, but some deeply ingrained attitudes about age can creep in unconsciously. The result? Misdiagnoses, limited treatment options, or even your goals being overlooked. These issues are rarely spoken aloud, yet they have real consequences for seniors everywhere. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 hidden truths about what many doctors actually think about older patients, truths that could directly affect how you're treated. More importantly, I'll share practical strategies to protect yourself, advocate for your needs, and make sure you're receiving the thorough, respectful care you deserve. Stay with me until the very end, because truth number 5 may completely change how you approach your next medical appointment. Let's begin. Truth number 1. Symptoms are often dismissed as just aging. One of the most frustrating realities for many seniors is that when they bring up new symptoms, some doctors default to the explanation. Well, that's just part of getting older. Imagine this. You tell your doctor about frequent fatigue, shortness of breath, or sharp joint pain. Instead of investigating, they reassure you that it's nothing serious, just what happens with age. On the surface, this may sound comforting, but the danger is that serious, treatable conditions can get overlooked. A friend of mine once told me about her father, George. In his late 70s, he began to feel dizzy and unusually weak. His doctor brushed it off as age catching up with him. Months later, after insisting on further tests, George was diagnosed with a heart rhythm disorder. With the right treatment, his energy came back, and he often said, "I wish they had taken me seriously the first time." The truth is that aging does bring changes, but that doesn't mean every new ache or struggle should be chalked up to it. Fatigue could signal thyroid issues. Memory problems could be a side effect of medication. That persistent cough might be more than just slowing down. What you can do: politely challenge assumptions. If a symptom is dismissed as aging, ask, could there be another explanation? Request tests if something feels off. You know your body better than anyone else. Keep a log of symptoms to show patterns your doctor can't ignore. You deserve a thorough evaluation no matter your age. Truth number 2. Doctors may assume you won't follow treatment plans. Another unspoken bias is the idea that older adults are less likely to follow medical instructions. Doctors may think you'll forget doses, struggle with technology, or be unwilling to make changes. As a result, they sometimes offer simplified treatment, which can mean you're not given the best possible options. Take the story of Linda, age 81. When she was first diagnosed with high blood pressure, her doctor prescribed a single, basic medication and told her, "Let's just keep it simple." But Linda was sharp, organized, and motivated. She wanted to explore lifestyle changes and new therapies. When she switched to another physician, she received a more comprehensive plan that included diet adjustments, medication combinations, and exercise routines. With that approach, her blood pressure improved dramatically. This illustrates how damaging assumptions can be. Many older adults are highly capable of managing complex treatments, sometimes even better than younger patients, because they're more disciplined. What you can do: bring a notebook or smartphone to appointments. Show you're serious about following instructions. Ask for written plans or summaries so you can double-check at home. Let your doctor know you're willing to take an active role. When you demonstrate commitment, doctors are more likely to share every option available, not just the easy one. Truth number 3. Younger patients often get priority. This one is uncomfortable but real. When time and resources are limited, some doctors instinctively give more attention to younger patients. The reasoning often goes like this: younger patients have more years ahead, so the payoff of aggressive treatment feels higher. But what does that mean for older adults? It can lead to fewer follow-ups, fewer tests, or being passed over for procedures that could actually make a big difference. I recall meeting a man named Harold, age 83, who struggled with hip pain. His first doctor told him, "At your age, surgery isn't worth the trouble. Just take pain medication." But Harold was otherwise healthy and wanted to stay active. After seeking a second opinion, another surgeon agreed he was a great candidate for hip replacement. Harold went through with it, recovered, and returned to gardening, something he thought he had lost forever. Prioritizing patients by age alone ignores quality of life. Improving mobility, reducing pain, or restoring energy matters just as much for someone in their 80s as it does for someone in their 30s. What you can do: if you feel rushed or dismissed, ask, "If I were younger, would you recommend a different approach?" Don't hesitate to seek a second opinion, especially for major decisions like surgery. Communicate your goals clearly so your doctor knows you want more than just maintenance. Truth number 4. Doctors may assume your goals are modest. Many doctors, often unconsciously, believe that by the time you're in your 70s, 80s, or 90s, your priorities are limited to staying comfortable. They may not even consider that you still have vibrant goals, hobbies, and dreams. This mindset can limit your options. A patient with arthritis who dreams of traveling might only be offered pain medication rather than physical therapy or surgical solutions. A senior who wants to keep dancing may be told to take it easy instead of being guided toward treatments that support activity. Let me share the story of Rosa, age 79. She had knee pain that kept her from her passion, ballroom dancing. Her doctor told her to avoid strain and stick with medication. But Rosa wanted more than relief. She wanted to dance again. When she explained her goal to a new physician, they developed a plan including physical therapy and eventually a knee procedure. Within a year, Rosa was back on the dance floor, glowing with joy. The lesson? Doctors don't always ask what you want out of life. That's why you need to tell them. What you can do: clearly state your personal goals at appointments. "I want to walk at my granddaughter's wedding," or "I want to keep traveling." Ask, "What treatment would help me achieve this goal?" Don't settle for comfort alone if you want more out of life. Truth number 5. Emotional health is overlooked. Finally, one of the most silent but powerful truths. Many doctors focus almost exclusively on physical health, overlooking the emotional challenges of aging. Yet loneliness, grief, and anxiety can impact your body as much as high blood pressure or arthritis. Consider Paul, who lost his wife after 50 years of marriage. He began losing weight, sleeping poorly, and withdrawing socially. His doctor adjusted his medication several times, but never asked how he was coping emotionally. It wasn't until Paul connected with a support group that his health started to improve. His energy returned, not because of a new prescription, but because his emotional needs were finally being met. Emotional struggles in older adults are often written off as normal aging. But sadness, stress, or loneliness are not inevitable, and they deserve treatment. What you can do: be honest about how you feel emotionally. Say, "I've been lonely," or "I'm feeling down." Ask for referrals to counseling, support groups, or community programs. Remember, caring for your mind is just as important as caring for your body. Final thoughts. Hearing these truths may stir up emotions. Maybe you're nodding because you've experienced them. Maybe you feel frustrated or discouraged. But here's the important takeaway. Knowing these realities puts you in a position of power. Awareness helps you prepare, advocate, and ensure you receive the care you deserve. Your age does not make you less valuable. Your health and goals matter just as much now as they did decades ago. Doctors may sometimes overlook this, but you don't have to accept it. Here's how to move forward. Speak up when something feels wrong. Don't hesitate to ask for explanations or second opinions. Share your goals and make sure your doctor knows what matters to you. Address both physical and emotional health openly. At the end of the day, the best healthcare happens when you and your doctor work as a team. And that starts with confidence, clarity, and self-advocacy. Thank you for joining me today. If any of these truths resonated with you, leave a comment below with the number that stood out most. And if you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this video so we can continue to empower seniors everywhere. Your life, your health, and your dreams matter. Today, tomorrow, and always.